Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Teacher Stephanie. It's been a while. I know I'm back. Okay, as a mom, you can only do what you can, not what you want. Unfortunately, when you want to record Blessing is running, she's crying, you gotta leave everything. This is like the third attempt of me trying to record this video, but thank God she's with grandma today and I'm here. I'm going to record at least 2 content today so I can post for next week as well. So thank you for those of you guys supporting my channel. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking and commenting. Please, before you finish the video, like it so that YouTube can spread it all around. Leave a comment below. I want to understand or hear your thoughts based on this topic today. So without any further delay, let's go to today's video so you can understand what I'm about to say. So today's video is going to be about before you say I do. Okay, this has been very heavy in my heart that God has been putting this in my heart to share with you guys. Disclaimer, I'm not a marital guru. I'm not a marriage expert, okay? I'm a Christian counselor. I went to school for this. With the little experience and knowledge that I have so far, I'm going to share it with you. I'm sharing things before you say I do not. I'm not talking about life in marriage. I'm talking about life before marriage, before you get in here. Things you should work on, things you should know, things you should pray for, things you should learn. There are so many things that takes for you to keep this ring on your finger. Just because you got it doesn't mean you will keep it. There are a lot of people who got the ring, but they didn't keep it. So because they didn't get prepared, marriage is just like an exam. Before I take my exam, what do? I study. I prepare myself because I want to pass the exam. If you don't prepare yourself for marriage, you just want to get in there, you will fail the exam and you think school is hard. It's not to school. Did you prepare yourself enough? And this is why I'm going to start this series. It's going to be part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on how long it's going to be. I want to make sure the videos are at least 20 to 25 minutes so you get to watch more of them. Watch the video until the end. If you're single, you want to get married, you know a friend who needs to get married, share this video with them. I want them to hear what the Lord wants them to hear. This video will help you know how to pray, the question to ask, how to talk to your partner, because a lot of you guys will end up in a relationship because you just slept with the person, but you didn't get to know them. A lot of people don't know what to talk about when they meet each other. They just stare at each other like that because they don't know what to talk about. But when you know the type of conversation to engage in, you're not going to waste time or you're not going to jump in bed directly because you want to get to know the person. It's like an interview. When you're getting to be hired, when you're about to be hired, they will ask you questions. If you're suitable for the job, you will get it. If you're not, they will move on to the next person. And that's how it should be. Don't just engage people, hire people without the interview. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's go. So, first of all, before we go into the type of question to ask, before I give you guys the type of conversation you can have on your date, whatsoever, you have to understand marriage first. I'm going to give you my definition, my understanding. I did my research, I studied, and I want to give you things. There are so many teachings out there. Feel free to go around and listen, but be careful what you listen to on the internet because now you have to have discernment because not everybody coming out here telling you the right things. So, what is marriage? Marriage is an assignment from God or a place of an assignment, okay? Or a place of an assignment. Marriage is not just about changing 5 dresses. Marriage is not a wedding day. Let me repeat that again. Marriage is not a wedding day. A wedding day lasts for 1 day, but marriage lasts for a lifetime. So when you are walking here, you are preparing yourself. Make sure you understand what I'm coming to do here. You are on a mission in this marriage, in this house that you want to walk into. I'm talking to those of you who are not in yet. You want to walk in here. It's a place of assignment. You are on a mission in that man's life and in that woman's life. You need to understand that once you come together, it's a covenant. My battles becomes your battles. Your battles becomes mine. And if the Lord is not the center, we will fight by ourselves. Your spiritual battles in your family, they will follow me because now I'm going to carry your name. But you will not carry my name. I'm going to carry my husband's name. Now the battles are from both sides. Imagine you had witches fighting you in your family. Now you have witches from his family all combined together. Can you imagine the level of battles you're going to have? And if you're not spiritually prepared, you're not aware, how are you going to handle this? When storms come, are you going to be ready? I wasn't ready for this. This is too much. It's not too much. You were not prepared. You didn't understand that this was a mission that God sent you. When you live in marriage, when you want to walk in here, you need to understand your assignment. I always tell my daughters in the church, purpose before marriage. If you understand your purpose, you understand the reason why God called you on earth, you won't even say yes to anybody. Because you know, God has called me into ministry. Why am I marrying a man who has no business with ministry, no business with kingdom? Unless God clearly tells you that this is the one. But if God doesn't tell you, please be careful. My mission, my purpose is greater and bigger than marriage. I'm not going to destroy it because I want a ring. I'm not going to go to heaven because I got married. But you're going to go to heaven because you accomplished your purpose on earth. So if your marriage will not allow you to accomplish your purpose and live into it, you're in the wrong place. A lot of our mothers, our older people got married because they wanted to get married. God has given us the chance today to understand the purpose. They gave birth to us and we understood now I have a mission in this marriage and I have to do it. So if you don't understand that this is a place of a mission, you will pay dearly. God will hold you accountable for your husband's life and God will hold your husband accountable for your life. We are both accountable before God because this is an assignment. It's a mission. I thank God because my husband and I believe strongly that we are in our assignment. When we walk together, we wake up, we think alike, we do things alike, we plan together, we serve together. Everything is aligning because I knew what God has called me to do. He knew what God has called him to do. And now we are living together, accomplishing the purposes of God. It doesn't have to be in ministry. It could be in different areas. But as long as you understand and you align to it, your marriage will work. If you don't, it's going to collapse because you didn't understand purpose before marriage. So understand that you are on a mission on earth and in your marriage. The second thing I want you to understand before you say I do, before you get this ring, marriage is a covenant. Because it's a covenant, it's not just between you and your husband. It's between you, your husband, and God. He's the head, your husband, and then you. You will be judged before God for this assignment. Like I said before, it's an assignment and you will be judged because it's a covenant that you're coming together. If any of you breaks this covenant, because nowadays people don't respect marriage, they don't honor marriage. They get married, they think they can just divorce when they want, they think they can just leave when they want. Unless you are being abused and about to die in that marriage, I would say you have to step back. Okay, and God will convict you if you have to divorce or not. I'm not saying divorce, I'm saying you will have to step back and move away from the abuser until you find a solution. If there's no solution, God will lead you and you will decide. But I'm saying that marriage is a covenant between man, God, and a woman. And everything that is being done in this house, God is there. God is watching. You decide to cheat on your wife, God will judge you severely. You decide to cheat on your husband, God will judge you. This is not a relationship where you can play around. This is a covenant. We have to respect it and honor it. If you're not ready to commit to your wife alone, if you're not ready to commit to your husband alone, this is not your place. Stay in the world, stay dating, flirting with people until you feel ready to give up everything. Now come into marriage because marriage will not heal your sexual immoral life. Marriage will not deliver you from sexual immorality. Marriage will not deliver you from pornography or masturbation. Marriage will not do that. You have to be delivered. You have to seek deliverance. You have to heal and then walk in here. Otherwise, you will bring your burdens and your partner will pay the price. So number 2, understand that this is a covenant. You don't just break it. You don't just do what you want in here. You have to respect the one who made marriage. A lot of people are, especially the celebrities, marriage to them is a contract. That's why you see a lot of divorce in Hollywood. God is not the center of that relationship. They're putting their money, their lust in front, and they're putting God behind. And their marriage is not even to accomplish God's purpose. It's for self-glorification. So we need to do marriage God's way because He is the head of this household. I urge you, before you say yes, understand what it takes to be here. Understand that this is a covenant. It's not just places to take cute pictures, to match outfits. It's a covenant. Respect your wife, respect your husband. You will be held accountable on Judgment Day for everything you did to your partner because God is your witness and is watching. So number 2, understand that this is a covenant. It's not a joke. The number 3 thing that I want you to understand is that marriage is a place where God expresses Himself. We were created in God's image. When I look at you, I see God. When He looks at me, He sees God. We should stop looking at marriage as just people coming together, celebrating. That's it. No. This is a place where God expresses Himself through you and through me, through your partner and through yourself. If the Bible says God is love, when we look at your marriage, we need to see the love of God being expressed. If we say that God is merciful, we need to see mercy in that couple. It's a reflection of God. When people look at your couple, they need to see God. You are not there to flaunt, to brag about my husband, my wife. Don't do that. We are here to reflect God. God is merciful. He forgives. We need to learn how to forgive in marriage. When you are walking here, understand that this place is a place where God will express himself through me. If my husband does not know how to love people, God will use me to express the love. If I don't know how to forgive, to ask for forgiveness, God will use him to teach me how to forgive. So it's a school where we learn from each other. We express who God is in marriage. God is merciful. God is kind. God is faithful. The most important thing, faithfulness in marriage. Marriage is not for cheaters. If you know you struggle with being faithful, don't walk into marriage. You are going to hurt your partner. I'm talking to both women and men. If you know you like cheating, if you know you can't stop staring at other women, don't walk in here. I said previously that this is a covenant. Respect it and honor it. You will be held accountable before the throne of God because of your misbehavior. This marriage, this house is a place where God expresses himself, his character. Because we say God is faithful, if you know you are not faithful, you need to pray that for the character of God to express itself in you, to manifest in you. Your wife looks up to you. Your husband looks at you. Your kids looks up to you, mom. Show them the character of Christ. Your kids will be looking up to you. How do they see you? How will they see you? If you have not worked on yourself, if you have not worked on your pain, your hurt, your character, your behaviors, if you haven't worked on them, how will your kids look up to you? How will your wife look up to you? People know you perfect outside. People know you good outside. But when you come to your house, you are a demon. Your wife hates you. Your husband hates you. We're not here to impress people outside with cute pictures on social media. We have to work on ourselves in our house first. So please express God in your marriage. Love, mercy, faithfulness, kindness. This is God. So please understand that before you walk in here. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Why do you want to get married? Is it because all your friends are getting married? Is it because age? Is it because the pressure, social pressure, family pressure? Why do you want to get married? We need to understand our assignment before marriage. Otherwise, after the wedding celebration, you get bored because you didn't get married because you understood the assignment. It's because you wanted to get married. I'm going to give you a reason why you need to get married. The Bible says in the book of Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9 that two are better than one. You guys know this verse. Two are better than one, for they can help each other succeed. You can succeed by yourself. You don't need a man. You don't need a woman. But the Bible says two are better than one. Meaning, if I used to earn $1,000, the two of us can earn $2,000. If I used to make $2,000, the two of us can make $4,000, which means the income increase. Although the responsibility will increase too, but the income will increase and it's better. We can succeed. If I had ideas but I didn't know how to implement them, when you walk into my life, we can do it together. So just understand that this is a place of assignment. Like I said before, you're not just coming here to look cute. You're coming here for an assignment. You are coming to work because marriage requires work for you to work. Let me say that again. Marriage requires work for it to work. So you don't come in to relax here and be laid back. No, you have work to do. So two are better than one. The Bible says if one person falls, the other can reach out and help. I love this. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Likewise, two people lying close to each other can keep each other warm. But how can one be warm, especially in this winter? Hey, how can you be warm alone? A person standing alone can be attacked, defeated. If you are alone, you will be attacked and defeated. But two can stand back to back and conquer. Three are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. When we talk about a triple braided cord, is a marriage that is being held by Christ. Me, my husband, and Christ. All three, we can never be broken easily. A lot of marriage have been broken because Christ is not at the center. You know, it's either one is being honest, the other one is not, and Christ is not there. Jesus knows our heart. He knows our intention. When you are not putting him in the center of your marriage, you will be broken. You will be easily broken, like the Bible says. You and your partner have to understand that as we're walking into this marriage, it's going to be tough. There will be hard days. I swear to you guys, there will be, even if you marry the most anointed men on earth, there will be hard days. There will be arguments. Just because you married your soulmate, let me say that, doesn't mean that things are not going to be hard. Just because you married the man of your dream, even the man that God told you about, doesn't mean you're not going to argue. You are going to argue. You are going to fight. You're going to hate each other. But when Christ is in the center, you will not be easily broken. So we get married because two are better than one. Together we can do more. Together we can sustain each other. Together we can stand. And on top of that, with Christ, we can even go longer. So when you are married, getting married, understand that. And then when you walk in here, you will know that though there are problems, though there are winds and storm, we are not alone. There is a third person with us, and always run to him because he's the center. You can run to your parents, your friend for advice, whatsoever. But I've noticed in marriage, whenever I run to Christ, things will slow down, things will come down because he is the maker and the founder of marriage. So when you're walking in here, learn how to trust and lean on God more than people. You will need him more than ever, especially for those of you who don't like praying. You will be a you will be a prayer warrior in marriage because the things you will see here, you will need Jesus. You will run to him. Nobody will tell you to go to church. You will go. Nobody will tell you to church to serve God. You will serve him because you will find refuge in him. And those who find refuge in him, those who seek refuge in the Lord, they're never put into shame. So learn how to seek God. Another reason why we get married is because it's God's intention. God is the founder of marriage. And he said in his word that it is not good for you to be alone. So when you're alone, it bothers God. You think he doesn't care that you're not married? He does. But he just wants you to understand what you are coming to do in here. Then he's going to let you go. You know, the thing with God is he knows when we are ready. He knows the level of preparation, of readiness that we have. He's not going to expose you to something that will swallow you, that will kill you. It's like me giving Blessing a car. Am I crazy? Do you want my 2-year-old daughter to go and crash? I know she cannot handle it. I know she doesn't even know how to drive. I know she doesn't even know the code of the road. So I'm not going to give her the car. I will give her toys because I know she can handle it. So God knows you so well that he's not going to give you that marriage, that man, that woman, because he knows you will be held accountable for their life. So he wants you to be ready before you walk in here. He wants you to be prepared before he gives you that thing. Otherwise, it's going to kill you. Your soul is so important to God. Your life is so important to God. Your mission is so important to God that he's not going to sacrifice that because you want marriage. He's not going to do that. And until you understand that, you're not going to walk into marriage. Those who get married without the will of God, without God approving it, you know how it ends. But when God is in the center, that's why you see people spending 100 years in marriage. There are people who do that. Recently, I've seen 50 years. 50 in marriage, both men and women serving God together with loving kids and loving family. God must be the center of your life. God wants you to be married, but you need to understand why to get married, why you have to be here. This is not just about being cute. It's not about saying that I got married, I have a ring. No, I'm excited. I'm happy I have my ring, but what am I doing in here? My mission, am I accomplishing it? God is not going to say, well done, faithful wife, but faithful servant. Even as a wife, you can serve. Even if as a husband, you can serve. We serve in marriage. Are you ready to serve? Are you ready, or you're just coming here to be all cute, to spend the money, to brag, to flaunt on the internet? That's not marriage. And until you change that mindset, I'm sorry, God is not going to give you that. God knows you so much. He loves you so much that he's not going to let you get hurt because you want marriage. He wants your soul to be saved. He wants you to understand the purpose that you have on earth before he hands you over the gift. I would only buy Blessing a car when she turns 18 or 17 because I know now she's mature enough to drive a car. But as long as she's a kid, I will not give it to her. And God knows you so much. That's why he's holding that blessing. Not because he hates you. Not because he wants you to keep fasting and praying. Because fasting and praying won't change him. But he wants you to grow, to understand the purpose before he hands you over the gift. And before I finish, I want to say this. What marriage is not. Marriage is not an event. This is the problem with many of you. You think marriage is one day, a big event where you have the best decorators, where you have the best caterers, you have the beautiful venue. My dress was the most beautiful. That's great. But that's not marriage. Marriage is what happens after the wedding day. Marriage is what will last forever when the guests are gone. That is what you should invest yourself in. The same way you prepare yourself for marriage. I'm a wedding planner. I know how people put so much energy to make that day successful. Please use the same energy to make your wedding, your marriage successful, to last long. If you need to go for marital counseling, if you need to go for counseling session, go. If you need to learn, expose yourself to knowledge, because you will need it when you walk in here. Marriage is not an event, it's a lifetime thing. And I said it before, marriage is not a wedding day. Marriage is life after the wedding day, and you need to understand. And the second thing that marriage is not a contract. It is a contract to the state, because when you go to the state, you are married, you sign the papers, they know you are legally married, you are protected somehow in case something happens to your husband or your wife, in case they cheat on you, because nowadays you can sue your partner because they cheated on you. But I pray that nobody gets cheated on, because we are children of God and God should be the center of our marriage. So marriage is not a contract. The world treats it like a contract. Hollywood treats marriage like a contract. That's why you see many marriages in Hollywood don't last. Because God is not the center of their marriage. Money is, fame is, social media is, and God is not. And most of the things they are doing, they're not advancing kingdom. Anything that you're not doing to glorify God is not from God. It's not for Him as well. So don't consider marriage as a contract. Marriage is a mission, like I said before. It's a place of an assignment. When you walk in marriage with that mindset, you will go forward, because God knows that this lady or this man understood why they're here. The country or the state will treat it like a contract, but God doesn't treat marriage like a contract. It's a covenant where He's meddled into this. So don't treat marriage the way the world treats it. Don't walk into marriage, hey, I'm scared. He's going to break up with me. He's going to divorce me. Let me do my prenup. Let me sign papers. I don't want him to die. People are walking into marriage with fear that he's going to leave me. He's going to do this. The Bible says what you fear is what will happen to you. We all walk into marriage with faith. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know. We don't see anything. But we have faith that we have God with us. And we'll be protected. We'll be covered. It's by faith. Nobody knows that my marriage is going to be perfect. Nobody. We are here with faith, trusting in God, because He created us. He knows marriage, and we put Him in the center of our homes. That's how we do it with God. Don't ever lean on your own understanding. Don't ever lean on your expertise in marriage. You are not an expert. Even the most loving couple ended up in problems in marriage. There are people who are beaten, mistreated in marriage by the people they loved. It's very unpredictable. That's why I want to tell you, marriage is also a place of warfare. The enemy doesn't like marriage. It doesn't at all. It will fight you until you separate. If God says it's not good for men to be alone, because the devil wants a man to be alone, because he knows when you're alone, you can live in fornication, you can live in sexual immorality, you can do all this nonsense, all these things. But God doesn't want you to be alone. So the enemy will fight you. You got married, but all of a sudden your pattern started changing. Things started happening. What's happening? But if you were not prepared before, you would think your partner hates you, something is happening, he doesn't love you anymore, but there's a spiritual warfare that's happening. So when you are coming here, you have to be very spiritual, because this place, it's a battlefield between you and the devil. He doesn't want you to be married. He doesn't want that marriage to last. Even men of God, their marriage are being fought. Because you think if you are serving God, the devil is going to spare you. He spares nobody. But when God is in the center, you are protected. When you are always at His feet, you are covered. So let us be prepared. Okay? Not ask me because I'm already in here. Be prepared for what you are coming in here for. So this was the first part. I just wanted to understand what marriage is, what it's not, what to expect. Now the part 2 is where I'm going to talk about the things you should discuss, the points, the question you should ask. How do you go on a first date and you're asking, what is your favorite color? You can see how they're dressing. Or you can ask that later. Okay, so you got to understand, what question can I ask? What prayer point should I pray for? There are some men, when you look at them, he's the only man who's married in their family. Doesn't that ring a bell to you? You can see that this woman, in their family, they don't have kids. These ones, they're not successful. Something is happening in the spiritual. And you as a wife, you're walking into that house, you have to understand what's happening spiritually so you can stand in prayer. So without wasting time, please watch part 2, because that's where I will explain further. Share this video. God bless you.